Why do I do just as you say? Why must I just give you your way? Why do I sigh? Why don't I try to forget? It must have been that something lovers call fate kept me saying I had to wait. I saw them all, just couldn't fall till we met. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and I finally found the somebody who could make me be true and could make me be blue and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be me, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be wonderful you. It had to be you. For nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you.
Wow. Well. Well. Good afternoon. How the devil are you? These are going to be available in a minute. It's so Barbie. It's wonderful. You can get Barbies, did you know, in all sorts of uniforms online to be used as funny little jokes or whatever you want, whatever occupation you want Barbie to have had. She's had it. She's even sometimes horrendously ideologically captured. But anyway, I want to just talk to you about councils. The applications have to be in a couple of weeks tomorrow. So I'm announcing my announcement. Tomorrow we will be announcing exactly how and who and how and why and when you can get your council applications in to be a councillor. So we're going to be focusing on municipal councils, boroughs, and county councils and wards. All of those things. We'll have a little rundown of what everything is and all you need to know. And then people who put themselves forward, we will have like 3 training sessions next week so that we can help you get ready with your application. So let me just say the things that you need to be doing right now if you want to run for councillor. And let me just dispel a few myths. If you're a councillor, you can still be an MP. If you're a councillor, you can still be a police crimes commissioner. So don't think because you fancy getting yourself elected as an MP or you want to do the hustings or whatever later in the year. Don't think that you can't run as councillor. In fact, I would recommend that you do because then you'll get a really good experience of the political process. Um, Really good if you can find other people to run with so that you're not the only person that gets elected on that council in your ward because you need other people to help nominate you so that you can ask questions and speak for 2 minutes in those chambers. And if we could get as many people Marion, I don't know is the answer, but these are questions that I'm hoping to be able to answer by tomorrow. Got a lot of reading to do. Um, so you don't need any money. If you want to be police and crimes commissioner, 5 grand. Did you know? 5 grand. Um, so what we would like to do is we would like to be able to facilitate you and help you. Now, it's not a big ask. I'd like a turfy 200 women elected in local councils. I think there's about 67 vacancies right now in council, so people that have either moved on, died, haven't been elected, etc., etc. It's a process where I think you could really make a difference. Yeah, I miss YouTube chat as well. I'm so sorry. I think I'm still banned. I'm just gonna double check and see if I'm not, that would be quite ridiculous. But I think it was like this time last week that I got banned. So I'm just gonna double check because I'm so professional. Uh Such gits. Um, don't know. Anyway, so when it comes to counsellors, um, it's a lot easier to run, and then you can try and get yourself into committees. And you might, because we won't have a flood of candidates in councils, it might be that they. What? Someone's just said the 13th of June, the ban expires. Can I just tell my lovely technical assistant that when I got the notification, it was a week. So I think the strike expires then, but I think I'm just not allowed to ban to post for a week. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'll find out in a minute. Um, okay. So when it comes to councillor, the really good thing is the more of you that are on a council, and I do believe that we can get elected because I think there's a lot of normal people who have no idea what's going on. But the more people elected, the safer you will feel. And also, I think it would be really good if you're thinking of running, try and persuade a couple of your friends to run also. You will need to be a member of Party of Women, and you can go and sign up for a membership. And then if the more of you run, the more sort of, I don't know, it just sounds fun if you have running women, right? As opposed to just one person trying to get elected, feeling a little bit isolated. We want to make this a really um, uh, well supported kind of little campaign group. So anyway, um, that's what we're trying to do. So the first thing is you need to sign up. We're going to do it tomorrow. I will tell you exactly how to do it tomorrow. I'll put a nice little handy QR code. Apparently, there is a chat if you go on to Twitter and you just slide it across with your finger, and then you can see um, under that. So that's a chat. All we need to find out is when next local council elections. You need to live in the ward. So round here, you might need to live in Wiltshire, but you wouldn't necessarily have to live in. I live in a place called Trowbridge. It's a metropolis. It's very exciting. But I live here, and I could I live in one little bit of Trowbridge, but I could be a councillor of any of the little bits of Trowbridge. In fact, we don't even have a council because we're a county town. So as long as you're having, as long as you're sort of in the ward, if you like, so it might be Greater Manchester is the whole council. You could maybe live in one bit of Manchester, like Southwest Manchester, and you could be put yourself forward for a councillor of North East Manchester, for example. Um, and I think it's gonna be fun, and so I want some representation on everyone. If we could get 200 women across the line, then we really have made a huge noise in this political landscape. So that's what we wanna do. Um, so I would like to see more than one woman in each sort of bit of a council. So if you could get 5 women in your council area and 5 different wards, that will give you a lot of strength, um, when it comes to actual voting and speaking in councils. But you can always be a guest person and you can go and speak on certain issues in different pockets of the council. So there's so many areas that you can impact. And I just want to say to all of you, we're not looking for polished women. In fact, we very much like you not to be polished. We'd like it that when you speak, you sound like you're just talking and you're not worried about saying something grandiose. You're not worried if everybody thinks it's the most profound, remarkable thing you've ever said or the nicest thing anyone's ever said. I'm not interested in that. I, like other members of the electorate, like other people in this country, what we want is we want to know that when you speak, that it's things that you actually believe and that you will stand by your principles. That's what people are looking for. It probably doesn't even matter if this isn't their issue. If you sound like you believe in something and that you will go and speak in a council on their behalf about things that they want and things that you believe or don't believe, but just that you have some conviction, that is what people are looking for. Everybody is sick and tired of hearing sound bites and lip service and really painful, cringy point scoring kind of politics. We Most people are really, really excited about a return to something consistent. We don't want, we're not looking for someone like really smooth who can just say the right things. Because everyone is equal and we're all welcome, and I really value blah 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 blah. We want someone to say, look, there's no middle ground. When it comes to men in women's spaces, there's no middle ground. They're either in or they're out. You can't be a little bit in or a little bit out. You're either in or you're out. You either think that your elderly mother deserves to go into a female-only hospital ward and there only be women in it, or you don't, or you think that that men are allowed to be in it. You either can speak the truth and directly, which, let's face it, powerful politicians can't, or you can't. And that's just what we're looking for. So what I would like, if you've ever felt not good enough for the things that you have desired to do, I want you to consider yourself good enough. I want you to understand that you, alongside anybody else that's eligible to vote in this country, are good enough to stand for election. You are. Um, I want you to understand that you're just honest, straight talking, or even a little bit shy, or maybe moderately anxious, or overconfident, or loud, or brash, or thick accent, or posh voice, whatever it is. Whatever it is, I want you to know that you are good enough to represent people around you because they will be just like you. So that's what I want you all to know, which is why it's absolutely essential. If you want to be part of this pushback, if you want to make this womanly wave really significant, then you have to put yourselves forward. And I'll be telling you how to do it tomorrow. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you've publicly said that you think I'm a frivolous moron. I don't care about that. If you're good for women in your area and you can speak the truth, and I'm probably speaking to some women who really, really don't like me very much, but if you feel that you can speak for women, if you feel that you can speak truth to power, if you feel that you're the woman in that space that will absolutely, definitely not shy from speaking the truth, then this is the party for you. And this is where I would like you to come and find like minded people and put yourself forward to be a candidate. You don't have to like me very much. Plenty of people don't. You don't have to like me. You don't have to think that my methods are correct. But if you want to be part of this womanly wave, which is what I'm going to call it now, if you want to be part of this, then you are more than welcome, right? And I extend that invitation to all women who've ever felt that politics is not serving them very well, that they have been totally betrayed by their parties. If you are already a councillor and you would like to flip to standing for women at Party of Women, then you will be more than welcome. Just please drop us an email and let us know. We will have a contact form as of tomorrow where you can tick it. So, this is what we're doing here. We're not playing popularity contests. We are getting our voices heard. We are not playing cliques and special WhatsApp groups. We're not doing that. We are getting things done. We are saying the words that need to be said. And if you're one of those women that feels that you can do that, then I would very much like you to be part of it. I have to tell you about my t-shirt tomorrow. Let me just see if it's online yet. Because this is a special that we're doing. It's only for here we are. I will just show you. By the time yeah, for some reason it's listed funny, but I'm going to link it to you anyway. Oh dear. So for some reason it says that it is not until the end of October. It's not true. So I'm going to give you the contact for this. And they are 20% off as an introductory offer because spring is coming. I think spring is supposed to be here. Let's see. See, if I do it, this is what happens. And so my lovely assistant is going to change the photo. But this is, it's so Barbie, it's amazing. And I know some of you won't like it, so don't buy it. And while you're waiting, here's a lovely TERF, V-neck TERF t-shirt. Especially for you, and the QR code's not working, so that's great. Here we go. Look at that. The neck is not that wide. That's the neck. But this is lovely. I'm wearing a medium. It's a women's fit t-shirt, but it's not tight. It's just beautiful. It's raspberry sorbet, sorry, is the color. And then this is the lovely diamante. So if you're feeling a little bit Barbie, if you want to be powerful in pink, then this is the t-shirt for you. We've also got some others and t-shirt dresses. Oh, that's so sublime. Okay, if you want to put yourself forward, if you think you can do that, if you want to be part of this most incredible pushback, this womanly wave, you have to listen in tomorrow. We will give you QR codes so you can just click through and join the list of people that want to be considered to be candidates. We'll be running through, we'll be supporting you, helping you fill out those application forms because they are sometimes not particularly intuitive. So we'll be helping you with those, and you need to submit by the 6th of April. If you submit after that, there's no point. To reiterate, you can actually I can't speak today. You can be a councillor and apply to be a member of parliament. I think the elections are going to be around October. What else do you need to know? It's really good if you could get a few of you to run at the same time. That would make you just feel a little bit better. That will make you probably perform better in local hustings, and that you just feel just generally better supported. And plus, that means if we get the more women we get involved in a council, the absolute better. It would be a monumental coup if many of you could get elected in just one big council. That would be amazing. But we want as many as possible. I'd really love 200, a turfy 200, either candidates or elected or both. So if you can put your head above the parapet really quite substantially and be brave and stand for election, then I promise we will win. If you can be, as part of Party of Women, be our Party of Women on our womanly wave, then I promise we will win. And do you know why else we're going to win? Because I never lose